It is another sleepy Sunday morning. You are listening to Borderwise FM, where we are drawing a dinosaur that starts with Z or Z, depending on your pronunciation of Z or Z. If you like someone doing a bad impression of a radio host, show, announcer type person, then you should subscribe if you're watching later on YouTube. But if not, that's okay. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. You will literally not move because you're listening to something on the internet. Thank you. That was weird. Huh, I wonder who did that. But let us spam the universe with all kinds of things. Let's go on Discord and spam there too. Maybe I should stop putting the Discord link in the thing. It's starting to look a little creepy. Anyway, I just see Sooty's face staring back at me. Alright, so good news. We know what dinosaur we're drawing already. Hey, I'm Ashy! Sup, Border Boy! The Sealy! What's up with you? Hope you're having a good one. I'm feeling very radio announcer today. Today we got a baby Tyrannosaurus Rex drawn somewhat badly and it's looking at a butterfly. It is all head empty but pure joy, and that's what we like to see. Okay, we need to do a warm-up drawing clearly. Wait! We need to link the VOD channel. VOD channel. Ah. Ta-da! And we're going to pin. Oh, we're gonna pin. Yes, we're gonna pin. I need water. Immediately. Hello, driver. Welcome, welcome. Water is good. It's almost like you need it to live. What the hell? Oh, there was a shopping list just here. Okay, where were we? We were doing our warm-up drawing. Water bottle goes over here, because otherwise my headphone cable goes ting on it. Alright, so we are doing today our final dinosaur of the dinosaur alphabet, at least the draft pictures. So, what we gonna do? Right, what's last dinosaur? What would be the last dinosaur? Probably something small. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do. Know exactly what to do. It'll be fantastic. And oops. And let's do radial. And round, and it's gonna be like this. What the? Oh no! The opacity! The opacity! Oh, this is gonna be such fun. Oh, this is gonna be such fun. World's fastest warm-up drawing, can you believe it? Let's tidy this up a bit. Right, we need proper crazy eyes on this fella. this work? It does work. Hell yeah. And we need better chicken drumsticks on our friend here. Much better chicken drumsticks. Yes. What the hell does a sunrise look like again? I never remember. Dinosaur, indeed. Hello, Orange. Welcome, welcome. Right, this is going to be a lightning fast warm-up. Text and... Okay, once again, it is a sleepy Sunday stream. I'm still tired from everything. Everything makes me tired. Everything makes me tired. Alright then, we're doing great. Oh yeah, we're doing so great. And just for giggles, we're gonna make our dino friend much smaller. Because I want this to have the vibe of little guy doing a big scrim. Little guy doing big scrim. Scram. I think we could also put actual legs on him. That would work. Yay, did it. Just bite a ginger root. That works for me if I'm tired. Ah, I don't have that. I no have ginger root. Also, I've had 2 cups of coffee already, so we should probably just... let that, we should probably just let it happen. Gently. Okay then, let us save this. Can work. Warm up. Last dino. Big scrim. Save, and we're going to export it to... Because we can. There we go. Alright. Now we can get on with it. Now that we've done our warm-up in less than 10 minutes. Push it. Okay then, so there we have our background, and we need our drawing, and we need our reference, and we need our size reference. Whoopsie daisy. What else do we need in life? We need a nap. That's what we need. Okay, nope. Hands up. You know what this hand position means? It means you're awake. It is impossible for sleeping people to have this position. It's simply impossible. Alright. Let me tell you about the dinosaur we're going to draw. It's one of the earliest known bone-headed dinosaurs. One of the first pachycephalosaurs. There's only one fossil of it, but it's got pretty decent material, so it should be good. Now I need to just go Google it, because I've kept a tab open on my phone this whole time. That should... Chrome? Please don't die. Please no die. Ah, Zavacephale. Zavacephale. Alright, There we go. Here's the lad. So here is our skeleton reference. Well, that's not our skeleton reference. Also, did you know Wikipedia has a dark mode? I discovered that by accident. I was like, yes! Yes! Let me dwell in the shadows where I belong! Yes! This is delicious. Alright, we've found the site. Admittedly, this is the holotype specimen, so the real critter is probably bigger than this. But yeah, this is a little guy. This is what we have. Right, so, wait, no, that's size reference. It looks like so. Thing's just over 1 meter long. Small boy. So, unfortunately, we have to draw the juvenile version. Because we don't have an adult skeleton for this guy. Unfortunately. Okay, then. And we have life restoration. And I kind of... You're right, we need to... Geological formation... La 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 la... La 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 la... Ha 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 ha... Skeleton... Who done did this? Right, did my man Scott do this? Why the hell it always shows bloody Instagram things? I'm like, I don't want to see Instagram things. I want to see stuff done by real people. Scott Hartman. Scott Hartman did not do that, unfortunately. Bollocks. Retweet of what? Well, that might be the best we're gonna get. This, at least if it mentions the holotype, it's probably okay. This is a weird dude. He's got a weird blunt head. Right, we got size reference go away. We have reference. Right, so this thing is Bebe. This thing is Bebe, and so we must draw it as Bebe. No more flashbang. No more Wikipedia flashbang. I mean, look at the difference between... Alright, so the difference between this suddenly dragging on screen and... this dragging on screen. Ah, my eyes. Dark. We must be dark. Dark is good. Dark is good. Dark is good. Apologies for the flashbang. I only did it because it was funny. Okay, what color would the sky be? Hold on, let's read about the formation. Let's read about the formation this thing lived in. Also known as the blah 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 blah. Alright then, so... interesting. Oh, right, early Cretaceous. This is, yep, early Cretaceous Mongolia. Neat. Alright, they haven't found theropods in this formation. Interesting. Interesting. Crocs, though, or things close related to it. Aptian Albion ages. I'm just going to assume... like, here's the thing. With the Mesozoic, thankfully, when guessing what environment a thing lived in, it's usually pretty convenient and straightforward. It's warm and wet, or warm and dry. And so if there's... what is this? What is this thing? What is a Choristidae? Extinct order of semi-aquatic diapsid reptiles. Okay, so if you've got semi-aquatic reptiles there, I'm assuming it's wet. Yeah, very nice. Very nice, yes, yes. Alright, so I'm going to assume this guy is in wet forest. Alright, I gotta go to class. Have a good one, bruv. Okay, see you, Imashi. Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. Okay, then. Right, let us draw, because that is color palette. I'm going to look up what is a tropical deer. Tropical deer. Actually, yeah, that could be fun. And now we don't need a color reference. Right, let's get a nice brown. Get a nice brown. And remember, the trick to brown is it's just dark orange. Something like so. Yes, perfect. Alright then, so we got... Hold on, was this a juvenile? Both the oldest, most complete. Alright, so... Alright, so... Immature individual. Right, so this is basically a teenager. So we need gangly little bastard. I'm gonna draw it with head down. Like so. Look how fused that tail is, damn. Also, massive dome on this fella. Hang on a second, I need to look at the actual fossil. Yeah, look at this! This is interesting. Look how, admittedly, that could just be the rock it's embedded in. No, it isn't. Look how many ligaments are... Oh, that's where the skeletal reference comes from. Very good. Alright then, so yeah, the tail would have been very, very stiff. It wouldn't have been able to move much at all. Fascinating. Fascinating, I say. Yes, fascinating. Fascinating it is. Alright then, why did I bother with this? Limbs go on their own layer. That's the pattern. That is the pattern. Alright, so... Thicker neck, thicker neck. Right, limbs 1. And the good news is that this fella is not going to be super feathery. So that means that we can get away with stuff. Right, we're going to go there. Right, limbs 1. Just to make my life easier, I'm going to copy this. And limbs here. Actually, to make my life easier, I'm going to do a darker color, not a lighter one. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. Alright, limbs. Tell me your limb secrets. It's been a fast little fella. Yes. Yes. This is the foot. Alright, standard dino foot? Yep, pretty much standard dino foot. Standard dino foot. Oh yeah, standard dino foot. Oh yeah, standard dino foot. Oh yeah, standard dino foot. Say it with me now. Standard dino foot. Oh yeah, standard dino foot. Standard dino foot. Oh yeah, standard dino foot. Pointy toes or pointy claws. Whoops. This can be a little bit bigger. And now I need to look at the reference again. Right, foot. Standard dino foot. Oh yeah. Standard dino foot. Oh yeah. Standard dino foot. Oh yeah. Standard dino foot. Almost standard dino foot. These claws are like... I guess it makes sense. This thing would have been probably herbivorous or omnivorous. So curved claws probably wouldn't be what it would use. It probably wouldn't be kicking things to death generally. Although actually looking at that, that is not dissimilar to the claws you'd see on a cassowary or an ostrich. So if this thing decided to kick you, well, this particular one would only kick you in the ankles because, well, frickin' it baby. Or it teenager at least. Right, we need a footpad here. So I need to readjust my life. Slightly darker. So many ways to shape toes. I'm singing about toes again. That is awkward for me, but also for you. 'Cause here you are, listening to me, singing about toes. Dang it. So we're gonna just have a juice. Gonna have a poke out there. Does that look right? Not quite. We need to put more stuff around there. Joint head bulk. Yes! Yes! This is working. Yes! More meat on them. Delicious leggies. More drumstick. More drumstick. Yep, nope. Okay, now the arm. Thankfully, arm is pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingies. 5 fingies. Which appears to have no nails on them, because why would they? And a head. Let's go here. This thing has kind of a pointy chin, actually. Interesting. So you know what would be a smart idea for me? Quite a flat front. I got that right. This thing has heterodont teeth. Interesting. Rare for a dinosaur to have heterodont teeth. Actually, it's not that rare. There's literally a thing called Heterodontosaurus, which has heterodont teeth. Okay, let's go find the nails. Let's go find the nails. Let's go find the nails. And something like this around the eyes. Like that, and I'm actually going to remember, for once in my life, to put ears on this thing. Because I keep forgetting. Alright, a little bit more like this. Right, and big yellow eyes. Like so. And How's that? Jewel kind of does that. Okay then. Did this thing have a beak? Let's just double check if this thing was beaky or not. Description. Alright, so other reconstructions have put a beak on this guy, so we're also going to put a beak on this guy, because why not? Why not? A little beak for our friend here. A little beaky beak. Nostrils right at the front. I wonder how good a Pachycephalosaur's sense of smell would be. I seem to recall reading somewhere that the sense of smell of these guys was actually pretty good. Let's do... Hold on, let's do this. Yeah, yes! Yes, that works. Yes! Okay, good. I'm actually going to move this guy a little bit forward. I want to make this guy look as if he's looking forward, like so. There you go, and a little bit of eyeshadow for our friend here. A little bit softer, I think. A little bit softer. More softness is needed. Yes, and now we must save it, because of course we must. Saving the game is important. Did I remember to turn my microphone on? I had a nightmare about doing a whole live stream with the microphone actually turned off. And there was a raid of like hundreds of people. And the microphone was off and they all left. It was a rough dream. I did not like it. Okay, work. Z is for Zavacephale. Zavacephale, yeah. Oh, whoop, I said Zara. Zavacephale. Cephala. Zaracephala. Cephale. How do you pronounce these names? Alright, now that we've done that, I do need to adjust that back foot. It doesn't look quite right. I'm gonna have it more bent. I'm gonna do a bendy in the ink machine style thing. Yes. I just said bendy in the ink machine because... Oi. Do as I command. Do it! Do it now! On the impression. When the dinosaur drawing is not doing what you want it to, you must do an Arnie impression! Wow, I need to rotate this whole bloody leg, don't I? Whoops. Whee! Right, that now looks pointy. This will not do. I also really hate how GIMP lowers the resolution of things when you copy-paste them. It's frustrating. Hey, why computer so lag? I don't know. My computer's not lagging. Is your computer lagging? Tell it to stop lagging immediately. That's rude. And this needs more thigh. needs more thigh. Oh, I'm going to cheat. I'm gonna cheat with the hand limb. Nope. 2. Yep. And yep. And yep. And yep. Little bit of a squish. Is that roughly right? Yes, it is. Friend has a bit of a height. Have I made the torso too long again? Nope, we're good. We are good. We are good. I am gonna put little quills on our friend here, because that would be a fun ancestral trait for Packard. Also, this guy was small. You probably have to worry about little guy about things biting him in the asshole. This is definitely more of a little gremlin-y thing than the other one. Alright, so we're gonna go here, and again, we're gonna do a little cheating sheet. We could just do this. Then we will redraw the foot. He's doing a steppy. Okay, then we're going to take that off. Actually, we're going to remove it, put it over there for reference. We're going to do this. I made the claw too pointy. Made the claw too pointy. Now we need to trim the sides of this because it's all pixely. Oh, it's a mess. Oh, it's a mess. Oh, it's a mess. Oh, what a delightful mess. And by delightful, I mean stop it! You stop this instant. You stop being messy this instant, or I'll call my dad. My dad will kill you. He'll do it. He's a strong dad. Alright, copy that color and go like so. And we got a lovely spur-like foot. Basically doing... Right, we would not actually see that, so I'm going to remove it. Interesting, they don't actually... Well, they know. They know! Oh, they know what they did. They know what they did. They know what they did. Whoops. Need to draw on the right layer, that's important. Alright, you go away. Right, limbs 2, slightly darker, please. Alright, there's our friend. He's looking a little nervous and awkward. Because he's a teenager. He knows not what he do. He knows not what he do in life. This might be one of the fastest dinosaur drawings I've done. Because we're most of the way done. We just need to think color. We're going to take this darker color. Oh, gods, no. No! Alright then. Right. Think where the limbs are. 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 Right. How to... Right, that's mostly done. Yes, 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 yes. Now, counter shading. Lots of it. Right, I'm going to take a chance, because we don't need to put feathers on this guy, thank goodness. We can get away with this. And we're going to get rid of the reference. Yay, there's our awkward boy. Look at him. Okay, wow, this is, we're gonna have to do a very big Ready for Africa, I think, because, this was faster than I thought it would be. Alright, so... what we're gonna do... we're gonna go from the lower jaw, we're gonna go here. We're gonna brighten that. Oops. Color, brightness, what? Oh. Whoopsie daisy, wrong layer. Given we're basically at the end of dino drawing, which drawing is your favorite? Actually, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll have to go through them, because I do want to see the drawings bit by bit. Okay, so... and then color... not color to alpha. What was it? Yeah, I can't think off the top of my head which one is my favorite. I can tell you for sure which ones are my... Utah Raptor is my least favorite. I'm gonna need to do that one from scratch. Brightness. We require creme. Okay, we're gonna do this. Oops. Right, new plan. New plan. We're gonna make this creme. Creme colored. Crembola Edgar. That's a little bit too red, actually. Let's go here. What's the yellowy color? Yes. 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 Counter shading is good. Gonna just tidy that up a little bit. Yes, yes, yes. Alright then. What is my favorite dino drawing out of this series? I genuinely do not know. Genuinely do not know. How could I choose just one of my babies? Actually, it'd be pretty easy. I think, what was the one with the egg in his mouth? T-Rex was pretty good, not my absolute favorite. Damn, I'm gonna be thinking about that now. Oh, this is coming along very nicely. Okay, then. Lovely, 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 lovely. Yes. Yes. Actually, I didn't want to chat. From this whole series, any particular one jump out at you as particularly good or particularly bad? The Triceratops actually came out rather well, even though that was a very bad stream day, because me hungry. But it actually turned out pretty well. Here, yep. Okay, then, let's see here. I want to put kind of faded spots all over this guy. First, we must smudge. First, we must smudge. We simply must. We must smudge sensibly, though. I don't really recall all the dinosaurs. What they for the rest. Did like the Featherhill one. That color palette's very nice. Oh yeah, I'm so glad that one came out well, because if it hadn't, I would probably cry. I would cry big blue sad tears if... What the hell was it again? Where's Featherhill Man? Oh, there's Featherhill Man. Where's Featherhill Man? That would have been... Oh, that was Zhoutingia. Yeah, that one is gorgeous, I do have to say. That one is bloody gorgeous, mate. It was bloody gorgeous. You should take it to the pub. You should take it to the pub and show it a good time, if you know what I mean. I've turned Australian again. Someone help. Quick, someone point out in chat that New Zealand invented the pavlova. And now if there are any Australians in chat, they'll be like, no! No, you didn't! I like how, for the impression of the Australian viewers, I'm like, no! Which is like, I don't know what accent that is. I don't think that has one. I've been here 20 times. Hey! Thank you for being here 20 times, Neckerboy Blue. You know what that gets you? A shout out. Boy Blue! Hooray! Yeah, how's your day going, Neko? Because I am drawing a dinosaur. And also this is going to be a little guy, so I think, yeah, this is going to be very much... I kind of don't want to go full deer with this guy. So, there's a... This is also the first dinosaur I've remembered to draw ears on, so... Embarrassing for me. Alright then, what patterns do we want? I want kind of... faded pale patterns. Kind of like so... Nope, not quite like that. How about like this? Oh, what if we do dynamics random? Ooh. That's interesting. Needs to be more regular. Needs to be more regular, like a good poop. Right, dynamics off, thank you. What does this do? You know what? Let's look at deer fawn. And look at the spots on them. Which are pretty regular. Yep, I know what to do. I know what to do. I do know what to do. There are no shortcuts with spots. There just really aren't. Right, dynamics random. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Can't do dynamics off. How about this? Not like that. You know what I want to do? I want to do like a mixture of like there's still spots on our friend here, but it's kind of fading and like more adult stripes are coming in, I think. That would be pretty cool, I think. You know what would have been smart? Doing this on a different layer. But we don't plan ahead, so we're just gonna live with it. How's that look? That looks pretty neat. Alright, so now I'm gonna have this kind of this color. Like so. I'm going to have to smudge. We're going to have to smudge. We're going to have to smudge. We're going to have to smudge a lot. Going to have to smudge. Going to have to smudge. Going to have to smudge a lot. Oh boy. Oh, hello. Oh, that's interesting. I don't like those spots. I'm going to mash the undo button a lot, because I do not like them. They're too regular. Right, save. Right, let's try this again. Let's try this. Hey, Cartooli boy, welcome, welcome. How's it on? Dino's come along very well. Bordy, I have a controversial take I want to share with you. New Zealand is the Scotland of Australia. Nah, that's not controversial. Like, Scotland is to England what Canada is to the United States and New Zealand is to Australia. Nope. It's pretty spot on, honestly. Yep. And let's give a shout out to Cartooli boy. Shout out Cartooli boy, because I remember you also stream. I remember you stream. Smart boy me. Right. Hardness considerably less. Just over there. Just fading patterns. Whoops. Whoops again. Whoops again. I want to see a Scotsman in a kilt do the haka. That would be multiple levels of cultural appropriation, although that's probably happened at least once. Okay, let's do... hold on. Shift O. And let's try this on for C's. So kind of faded. This is not working. It's kind of working. A bit more of that, I think. Just a bit more, bit more, bit more. That would be awesome. It would have to, like, it would have to be, I don't know. It would have to be with, like, Iwi permission. Iwi meaning tribe. Basically being like tribe in Maori. Otherwise it would be awkward. Otherwise it would be cringe. Now cultural exchange. Teach a Maori bloke the bagpipes. There's a difference between cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation. Also, the Scot had one Kiwi parent and one Scot parent who would be fine, I think. Yeah. Maori, New Zealand Maori are very touchy about that kind of thing. There was a big scandal, like, when was it? It was a long time ago. But of students doing like a parody haka, and people got very upset with them. And you have to keep in mind, it's because Maori is a threatened culture. Like, there's like, I don't know, this is the only country which it exists. So yeah, it would have to be done right. But if done right, I agree. It would be very awesome. What is that emoji? Oh, taking notes. Yep. Alright, this is the... Oh, my goodness, it's been 50 minutes. What happened? What happened? Ah! Alright, so I'm not having... I've never had luck with dynamics turned off. What am I doing with my life? Right, I'm just gonna turn something like that off. You know what I should do that's smart, is that I should literally just do this. There we go, it's not quite white. Then yes. Yes. Yes! Yes! Like that. I'm gonna put some right here, right here. Here, yes. I do this every time. I try and figure out a shortcut for patterns or feathers or whatnot, and it just does not work. And you just have to do it the hard way. I don't know, as an Estonian, I say this. If it's got some other foreigner comes here and decides to wear traditional clothing and learn local dances, I'm fairly certain it will be on the news in a positive way. The thing is that Estonians, I don't believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they've never been forcibly colonized before, right? I mean, they've been invaded and conquered, but it's not like... I mean, the context is a little bit different. So yeah, like the Maori have like had 100 years of people trying to erase their culture and their language, and they're still struggling to like hang on to it. Not to do real talk on the Dinosaur stream, but yeah, the context is different. There's also a lot more Estonians than Maori, so like I think it's easier to get Estonian stuff right. I don't know. I want to see a Scot and kill do the Karajan. They've been more forcibly colonized before. We had the Russians coming and trying to exterminate our culture for multiple centuries. That's why I said, correct me if I'm wrong, because I was thinking, hang on a minute, the Russians, right? Yeah. Yeah, fair point. Fair point. Yeah, I don't know. Soup Mr. White, hello, me boy. I don't know, it'd be interesting to do a contrast with that, because it's like... Yeah, I don't know. And here's the awkward thing, is like... I don't know enough Maori personally to like say for sure whether they'd be flattered if a Scotsman wanted to do a haka. And also the thing is that some of them would probably be like, eh. Some of them would be like, I don't care. And some of them would be like, hell yeah. And others would be like, piss off, white man. There are 900-ish Maori in 900k-ish Maori in New Zealand, which is very close to the amount of Estonians in Estonia. I always underestimate how many Maori are in New Zealand. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel it feels different somehow. I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do? Haka in kilts. Well, it's already been done. And apparently... Yeah, it was back in 2007. Like, yeah, people have done it. Yeah, but it's actually happened more than once, and apparently it's been fine, so... I don't know. Ignore me, what do I know? I don't keep up with current events. I think the Scots probably would be... I don't know. The Scots also have a history, I think, of, like, the English trying to erase their everything, so they probably would be... Possibly would be more careful. I don't know, I'm just talking out my mouth. I think it's just a case of Maori being protective of their culture, whereas us Estonians would be amazed someone actually cares enough about our culture to learn it. Yeah. Like, we're just expecting nobody to care for us because we've been steamrolled for, like, 800 years. Yeah, I think the Maori are just, like... It might be a different cultural attitude. And also because it's, like... Yeah, the Maori are, like, not, like... I think a lot of them would just rather be left alone. I don't know. I can't say for sure. Well, the thing is that it's like... If your culture still exists after being steamrolled for 800 years, it means, like, there's possibly something in the culture of, like, you kind of know how to protect it in the face of, like, severe oppression. The Maori didn't really have much practice with that before the Brits came along and attempted to ruin everything for them, so... Maybe there's that. Maybe Estonians, the way they preserve their culture is by actively sharing it. Whereas the Maori are just kind of used to, like, people getting their culture wrong. Or just trying to erase it outright. Might be cynical to say, but maybe the Maori have had less practice getting steamrolled. Ugh. What a horrible thing to think about. Again, I'm wrong. I'm just drawing a dinosaur here. All my brain cells are focused on making this dinosaur look right. I cannot speak with authority on such things. I don't know, at least here I feel most would be happy to share a culture to make sure it stays alive. That might be the difference. I don't know how much about Estonia, but I do like their flag. The one thing I remember off the top of my head about Estonia is, like, do they consider themselves Nordic? Or Scandinavian? I don't know, that's from a webcomic I read once, is that Estonia wants to be considered Nordic, and the other Nordic countries are like, yeah, nah. Any truth to that? Again, we're treading on, I'm probably going to say things wrong territory. Actually, I'm going to look up the flag of Estonia. Alright. Estonian flag. That is a nice flag. Yay, look at that. That is a nice flag. It's nice and simple. Look at this. That's like, I like that. It's weirdly maritime colors. Nice. Yeah, we'd like to be considered Nordic, considering both geography and cultural ties to Finland. Like, we're more north than Denmark. And if Finland is allowed to be in the Nordics, why shouldn't we? I'm not gonna argue. That is a European argument. Do I look like I have any... I'm all the way down here in the South... I'm all the way down here in the South Pacific. I don't get to decide what's a European country and what isn't. Apparently Australia is, according to Eurovision. What needs to be more blobby? You do. You do. Alright then, we've got that. Alright, let's do this, because I actually like this color scheme more. I like it more. I like it. Now we'll have darker stripes coming in. Go there, move to there. And we're gonna have the very beginnings of adult head ornamentation coming in. It's a very... There's no way I actually managed to... There's no way in hell I actually managed to do that. And what are we going to do here? We're going to do this. And that, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do... And we're going to just paint over this. Whee. If you look outside in winter, a snow-covered field with a forest in the background and blue sky, it makes an Estonian flag. It does! Oh, that's clever. I like that. Speaking of flags, oh boy. New Zealand is on record as the first country in the world to try and, like, change its flag via referendum. And it fell to pieces because no one actually wanted to change the flag that badly. It was basically Prime Minister John Key's little pet thing. Although I do agree with him, our flag is not great. Our flag is... For the reference, you've seen the Estonian flag. New Zealand flag. This is what our flag looks like. I want a bigger resolution picture, thank you. New Zealand flag bigger. Thank you. Wikipedia. Take me. So here's the problem with this. No, I do not want to download the flag. Problem with this is, A, this is very similar to Australia's flag. Sorry to interrupt the dinosaur drawing thing. The only difference is the Australian flag has one extra star on it. That's it. That's... Okay, so... Australian flag, it looked like this. So that's it. Aussie flag is one extra star. People get us confused all the time. Including at sea, which is not good. And secondly, we've moved away from, like, dear Mother England. Like, a lot. In many ways over the years. So it's like, they don't run us anymore. Most of our OG traditions got nuked for the most part. Pagan traditions alike, but they got co-opted with the church, and some parts we end up borrowing from the Swedes, of the Danes, of the Germans, of the Russians, the Finns, or wherever else. But I guess the core has been stuck around because most nobles don't care what the poor farmers are wearing, so long as they pay their taxes, which back in the day was the share of the crops you grew on the land. Sorry, the paragraph. No, the Aussie flag is 2 extra stars. Does it? Hang on a minute. Hang on. I can't count. Oh, it does. Oh, well, I guess things are fine then. Also, New Zealand star... The New Zealand stars are red. And the Aussie flags are blue. Okay, here's a side-by-side comparison. Oh, dear. And the problem is, the Australians aren't going to change their flag. They just ain't. But look at this, man. This is so confusing. We do need to change our flag, but, like, no one can be arsed. Okay, you can copy my home, but make sure you change it up a bit. Yep, I still mix up the Aussie and New Zealand flag as the time if I were to see both in the wild. Don't worry. Oh, I'll get them confused and I live here. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. We should have different flag, but no one wants to make a different flag because it's just slightly too hard. And people are, honestly, kind of attached to the old one. I'm just gonna do this. You know what we should do? Nope. Velocity tapering? Nope. Okay, we're just gonna do dynamics off. We're gonna see how that looks. No. No. Right, I need an ad break and more coffee. Can we get like the Cypress pipe with New Zealand island instead? Could that work for New Zealand? The spots are looking cute. Thank you. I do want to mix in some more adult coloration on this guy. I'm not sure how to do that. We'll figure that out. In the meantime, I'm going to... Last thing I'm going to do before my ad break is look up Cypress flag. Cypress flag. I mean... I mean, having your the shape of your country actually on your flag is not a bad idea. It's like... It's a blob with a wreath. I can respect that, and I will respect it. Alright then, here's the starting soon screen, by the way, in case anyone missed it. And now I must go have more coffee. Spotted dinosaur spotted, indeed. Right then. Okay then. I'm going to run ads. Please try and survive. I want to mix in some more adult coloration there. I didn't know there were colors that were 18+. Oh yes, they're mostly pink and white. Gross. Alright, ad time. Please survive. acceptable. Disaster has struck me. Disaster has struck me. What the hell? Oh man. Okay, webcam on, and I must announce the disaster. I accidentally bought a carton of rice milk instead of soy milk. Very first world problem, but this is a rice coffee rather than a nice coffee. It's okay. It will do. Okay then. Those who don't get the joke, they're mostly pink and white. Are there any pastel blues in there as well? There could be. Okay, for those who don't get the joke, yay, trans rigs. I assume after the last dino is done, Borderwise is going to start drawing the backgrounds for them? No, actually. I'm going to take a break from drawing dinosaurs for a time. And I'm going to start the process of trying to get a non-fiction children's book thing done. Which in case anyone wants to know, it's a little bit different from getting a work of fiction done. You send a proposal first. And you say, here's my plan, and I'm going to send some draft artwork in through it as well. And it's a different story. As you know, the question, when are we going to get an artwork of Borderwise waiting next to a coffee machine with the text break time? Don't let me forget that, and we can see it next week. So what I meant by your cheese is not as powerful and painful as mine is that my cheese, aside from being shaped like an actual cheese slice texture, also has offensive capabilities in the form of an unfinished knife stuck through it. 1Q laser doing a rice milk. Didn't even know that was a thing. Book! Yummy. So yeah, fun thing about milk, or like plant milks, is that literally all it is you put the stuff in a blender and mix it with water and strain out the solid bits, and that's a milk, technically. I'm not sure what differentiates a milk from a not milk fluid. It's right up there with what counts as a tea. You can, depending on your definition of tea and how feral you're feeling, tea can be anything from, a classic Earl Grey to the planet Saturn. So glad you read my essay. Try to remind you of that next week. Thank you, Gartuli Boy. No worries if you forget. Do I want to put thingies? Where's Deerford? What does their underside look like? If this is a forest critter, it is actually less of a sharp contrast between this and this, so I think I am going to do this. Size bigger, or we could just do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. Wait, if I do this... Oh my lord, that's weird. It's weird and I don't... Huh? Smudge. What's a low opacity smudge? It looks like this. Oh, that works lovely. Ooh. 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 Kind of less of a... Less sharp. Less sharp. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Once again, I thought we were going so fast, and it turns out, nope. I'm going to be a fusspot. I'm going to be a fussy person and smudge a lot. Just call me Sir Smudge-a-lot, Lord of the Smudge. Oh, we need to do Sir Smudge-a-lot over here. Whoops, too much. Too much opacity on that smudge. Abort, abort. Abort, abort. Healthcare, healthcare. I made myself giggle by being silly. Saturn tea. So wheat milk is basically the byproduct of doing the wash method when making seitan? Ooh. Elder Taurus to each other. Ooh, what tea are you having? Oh, just the rings of Saturn, not much. I think it's the planet itself, because the rings of Saturn are solid. They're basically asteroids. Mostly. It's like a bit of gas, a bit of ice, a bit of rock. Basically, I'm only saying this because my girlfriend showed me the T chart. Let's see if I can... T alignment chart. Let's see if I can find it. Yep. Yep. There it is. Here it is. This is, Yep. I just doxed myself, you bastard Reddit. Okay, so I'm not taking questions this time. So yeah, like, over in the preparation purist and ingredient purist, black tea is a tea. But meanwhile, over in ingredient rebel and preparation rebel, Saturn can be a tea, because tea can be made from anything, and tea can be made by anything so long as the result is a liquid containing a suspension of a solid. Oh dear. Yep, so, yep, here we go. Also, thanks for doxing me, Reddit. Even though I have promoted my book, which has my real name on it, so it's not really that much of a dox, I guess. Go to each other, add that bit of crunch. I'm fairly certain that literally just as a plot point in a story my boyfriend is writing. Asked my boyfriend, they said yes. Huh, what are they writing? Just Saturn being a giant cup of tea? Who here would drink Saturn if they could? I wouldn't. Too crunchy. Also, I'm actually warming up to the rice milk a little bit. I don't usually buy it because soy milk has a lot of protein in it because it's, well, made of soybeans. Rice milk does not. Rice milk is basically just, well, you get riboflavin in it, I guess. Now I want to go full chaos and, like, mix soy milk and rice milk. For the ultimate milk. The one veggie milk I don't hang with is oat milk. Because it tastes like porridge. And I don't like porridge. Ta-da! I'd give it a taste at least. I'd like give Saturn a little sippy, like. Yep, tastes of outer space. So now you're back from outer space. I just walked in here, find you with that sad look upon your face. Yeah, I want to actually draw like the adult stripes coming through underneath this, which requires. Actually, I know what we can do. Oh, I know what we can do. Now it just looks like it's covered, so maybe I should stop being so fussy. Maybe I should just call it as it is and see if I can put scales on it. Actually, quills. We need quills on it. And I know how to do that. I know how to do that. Oh, it does. Quills 2. Oops. Let's go here. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy there, mate. Three big quills, some smaller quills, like so. You know what would be helpful? Maybe the quill should be white. Hold on. What happens if we color invert this? Colors invert to white. Now, basically, in this space opera, there are giant 200-kilometer plus long space dragons who nest and breed in gas giants. Damn! That's metal as hell. Dang it, you got the song stuck in my head, but I don't mind. Hairy boy. What's meant to be a prickly boy. But prickles are hard to draw on a dinosaur. Did anyone else catch the news? There's a hadrosaur discovered with, like quills. Like, it's basically a brand new kind of animal integument, which has never been seen before in things living nor dead. If I squish this a little bit, then it's gonna be visually distinct. Hopefully. And then, if we do this, it'll look a little bit less untidy, hopefully. What if we brighten that? Colors, brightness, contrast, brightness. Too bright! What if we gradient it? That don't look right. That don't look right at all. Actually, hold on. Wait, what do we do this? That looks worse. Do not like. Do not like. Do not like. Wait a minute. If they're close, do you think they'd know how to write? Probably not! Hey boy, ha 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 ha, the unmatched power of the sun. Maybe we should make this guy a little bit more quilly. Like along the back and everything. Adult colors starting to come in. I'm gonna put trees on him. Nope, I'm not. Not sure about the quill thing. Alright, I'm gonna redraw these quills because I don't like them. What if I drew the quills like this? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Right, quills stay as is, I think. Did you know that if your canoe's upside down, you can wear it as a head otherwise? Because it's capsized. Hey! Fun, fun, fun. The other dinosaurs go. Maybe you could do some shaping then. Not really. Not really. This is basically the shape that it was. You know what I could do? I could make the tip of the tail a bit darker, because that tends to be a common thing with critters. Maybe something on the feet. Maybe something on the feet. Nah, feet are fine. I think I might be done. I think I'm gonna put scales on this and call it a day. Just remember, draft pick. He looks worried, which is probably fair enough because teenage dinosaur. Lots to worry about. Anxiety. Does anyone want a soothing cup of anxiety? I'm sorry, it's the planet Saturn. Right, little scaly things, yes, actually. Little bit of softness. Have we learned nothing? Scales, dude. Scales. Whoops. Bit of that on the beak, yes. And just a little bit of, I just remembered what's a good thing to do on eyes, is a bit of a glint. Did I miss any spots? Yes, I did. I missed some on the jaw. That is embarrassing. Embarrassing, I say. Don't need to worry about the Johnny. It didn't soar us yet. Hey, I'm a dad joke mood at the moment. Sorry, always be dad joking. You should use every dino drawn Dinosaur in today's Ready Forever. I was thinking that. That would be time consuming but fun. Alright, let's get the size reference. And this guy came up to someone's knee. Size reference 2. I think I nailed the teenager look of this thing. It's like, oh man. Oh man. How am I gonna get big? And we need to stick our watermark on here. Actually, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this. Do 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 do. I didn't check to see whether this thing's like. That's good. Need my watermark of sorts. Found it. Whoop. Right. You go. Here, under the tail. Alright. Do I feel like putting every single dinosaur in the Ready for Africa? But before that, we need to look through them. So, I'm gonna... Oops. Imagine having that as a pet with it cuddling up to you each night. This thing does not look cuddly. The quills, though. Yeah, the quills will make it hard to cuddle with. Pictures, art... Border art, stream pictures... Wait, did I export this? I didn't. Oops. Export as pictures, art, border art, stream pictures. That's it, we did it. We've drawn 2 dinosaurs for every letter of the alphabet. And we're gonna sort by the other date. We're gonna open with... What are we gonna do? We're gonna open with photos for once in our life. And we're gonna go through them. So this is Argentinosaurus. First, when did we draw this? We drew this, wow. Almost a year ago. So 23rd of February, 2025. We drew Argentinosaurus, a very big boy. Still getting the hang of drawing at dinosaurs. Then Ankylosaurus. This is definitely something I need to redraw at some point. And time to draw the Dinosaur. We could draw that. Actually, that would be a much more time-efficient Ready for Africa's draw like Sutiosaurus. Yeah, so Ankylosaurus. That's okay. Baryonyx has too many colors on it. I think we need to... This almost reminds me of drawings of like Eastern dragons, like Chinese Long and stuff like that. I think I might need to go back and tone this guy down a little bit. Or not. I like this one. Which one? The Ankylosaur? This one is cool. Which one is cool? Oh, wait. The guy just walking away. Yep, he's like, yeah, no, I'm out. I'm not messing with this. Alright, Boitoraptor. This one I absolutely need to redraw. The feathers aren't bad. This whole thing looks just too kind of cartoony. So no, I need to redo that. This looks bad. Don't like it. Carnotaurus actually is pretty good. Like, that solid black arm I'm not thrilled with. Gonna need to redo that. And I really didn't do the osteoderms justice. This one, was where I really learned, like, okay, if you want to do spots on a dinosaur, you have to do it the hard way. If you try and do silly crap with, like, making custom brush and stuff like that, you're just gonna make yourself sad. Some of them really came out perfect. Yeah, some of them I nailed it. This one needs very little change. This one... Which one was this? This was Cryolophosaurus, so... This one is okay. I do need to redo the feathers on this one, because I've learned how to do feathers better since then. This was basically the whole stripes and smudge thing, which is less good than just having a custom brush. Dilophosaurus is pretty good. I like this one. I like how the... Yeah, no, this one doesn't really need much change. I need to put ears on a lot of these guys. That's the main thing. Nice pattern. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Right, here is Deinonychus. Don't like the hands. Need to redo the hands, need to redo the feathers a bit. I was really all over the place with how I've done feathers in this whole thing. So yeah, I'm gonna need to redo a bunch of them. Europasaurus, I think, was pretty good. I think maybe he looks a little bit too scared. What is this up here? That is just a blob, and we need to fix that. That I need to fix. Edmontosaurus, perfectly terrifying boy. Looks a little flat. But then again, no shading does tend to make things look flat. Boss weak point, hit it for double damage. And Fukuyoraptor looks like it's made of, looks like it's wearing a frickin' cardigan, so that's no good. We don't like that. We need to fix that. Falcarius, this is gorgeous. I like this. This was a wonderfully smudgy one. And also rather an obscure dinosaur I hadn't heard of before, so also we nailed it. Turkey. Giganotosaurus, I need to do better on the head scales and actually better on the scales altogether, but I like our big boy. The wonderfully big boy. Looks confident. Me like it. Gallimimus, lovely. I don't need to fix this one at all. I think it looks very good. It looks like demon-y duck dude. Very nice, very nice. Heterodontosaurus, yeah, nope. Don't need to fix him. There's a horrible little gremlin-y thing. It's like... Yeah, Heterodontosaurus fine. Hylaeosaurus, traumatized. Yeah, I need to go back and do the Ankylosaurus to like the same standard as this, because this is very good, I think. Iguanodon, yeah, don't really need to change him. Iguanodon is good. Iguanodon has leaf. Also, Iguanodon, the largest species of Iguanodons has, like... They're huge. And yep, some of these dinosaurs have definitely seen some stuff. Encephalosauros, I love this guy. The arms are a little strange. I might need to change that, especially that rear one. That doesn't look right. Jinchanosaurus. Could probably just do the scale pattern a bit better. Looks a little off. Duratyrant. That leg looks weird. Actually, no, it doesn't. I think Duratyrant's fine. Perhaps could make the eye pop a little bit more. Oh, I forgot to put scoots on our friend here. Just need to... Don't mind me. Need to put scoots on this thing. So let's do that. Need to put... Not scoots, what's the word I'm looking for? Even this isn't, like, actually what they would have looked like. Mm-hmm. 2, 3. And... 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Good. And overwrite what I just did. Perfect. Carry on. Moving right along. Kentrosaurus, seen some stuff. Head looks a little strange. It's fun to me to see all the ones I missed the streams for. Shout out to myself. The whole collection of this is available for free on my Patreon. All you need to be is a free member, and you can see all of this whenever. Cryptops, great fun. That green is a little bit too vibrant, and that arm is very cartoony. I'm not a fan of that. Interesting pattern I put on this thing, actually. Lianiasaura, lovely. Little feathery fella. Love him, love him, love him. One of my main problems is just consistency between these drawings. Leptoceratops. This one's seen some stuff. I need to put some eye shine on that. Oh, this is like... There is a thing, there's discoveries recently to do with like sauropod color patterns, particularly Diplodocus. So my idea with this is like, alright, these guys would be pale on top to like reflect sunlight as much as possible to keep cool, and darker on the underside in order to radiate heat, because when you're this massive in like a tropical environment, like overheating is a real problem. Not actually any evidence for that, and like I need to go check the literature about actual sauropod colors, because apparently there's been developments in that area. Probably less. Aw. What do you mean, aw? Aw. Alright, Mapusaurus. Probably like Giganotosaurus again. I need to like make the eye pop a bit more. Redo the head scales. Nanoxaurus, flawless. We're getting the hang of feathers, thank goodness. Neovenator is puke colored. That's fine, probably. Ornithomimus. The feathers are a little bit. The eye is a little bit. I could redo the eye better, I think. Oviraptor is our unfortunately our falsely accused fella. Cute small fluffy dino. Featherhail really produced some adorable fellas. Yep. Yes, it did. Pachycephalosaurus. This is the later big bro of the dinosaur we just drew. This one has an attitude problem. And I think only the very largest Pachycephalosaurus skeletons ever got this big. And that's the no quills version. People seem to prefer the quills version. Parasaurolophus. Scales aren't really popping on this one, which is actually fine because you wouldn't really see the scales on dinosaurs like from a distance because the scales were generally quite small and mosaic-y. It would just blur together. This is one of my better sauropods, I think. Quasitosaurus. Desert dweller, that's the idea behind this. Then Cringinosaurus, yep, that's one of many Mongolian tyrannosaurs, early ones. This is okay. The contrast lines on the legs are a bit much. I could do that. Rajasaurus, Indian dinosaur. Legs seem almost too thick. But maybe they're fine. I don't know. This is like, yeah, looking at this, that kind of arm is what I should have done for Carnotaurus and the other Belisaurid, which I forgot the name of. Cryptops, that's the one. Regaloceratops. The feet are weird. But ceratopsian feet generally are kind of weird. It doesn't look right, but like, it's okay. I like the legs. I think they work. Thank you. Legs were fine for Raj. Yep, okay. And Sinosauropteryx, my perfect fella. I'm not touching him because he's wonderful. I love Sinosauropteryx. I think he's so cute and wonderful. Yep, not touching that. And for the record, we know that it had color patterns like this. It's just, we know it. Because of fossilized pigment. Spinosaurus, oh, the perfect boy. I should probably bow to peer pressure and, like, make the legs a bit shorter. Although this does look fine. Yeah, no, this is like, nah, this is great. I love him. Some shading will make the world of difference. I love the eye spots on the sail. That just kind of makes sense to me. And the patterning on the tail, I think that came out really well. Would you cuddle a Sinosauropteryx? A domesticated one? Yes. Wild one? Not so much. There's our friend T-Rex. So, the reason the eyes don't have pupils for our friend here is because the scene I'm imagining for them is at night. Because you don't really see... you don't really see T-Rex art of them at night, and you don't often see them like looking directly at you. So that's a double whammy I want to do for T-Rex. Also, though, there's a wonderful little video done by a channel called People Are Fish, where they interview a biologist who studies camouflage in nature. And one particular side project they did was discussing camouflage in dinosaurs and what kind of color T-Rex would have been. And they were working their way through the logic, but the short answer is vertical stripes on the body, horizontal stripes on the head and neck, and that seems to do. And like a very shade of like dark green, and that seems to do the case. And the counter shading would kind of end at the chest, most likely, because they were literally running simulations with what pops out the most if you have something with like most likely Dino Vision looking at it. And the end result, the pattern they showed, is like the bloody thing's invisible if you put it in a forest. Like, you can't see it. Yeah. Alright, Triceratops. This was a very bad art stream. I probably need to redo this a little bit. The eyes. I do like the frill. My sister actually said that this might trigger tryptophobia a little bit. I personally don't think so. The horn, this thing does kind of look like paint was slapped on it. But yeah, I need to redo Triceratops because it was a bad art day when I did it. You can boop the Rex, I'll be running the opposite direction in the meantime. Yep. Stealth Lad. Utahraptor I just need to redo entirely. This does not look right. The feathers on the arms don't look like feathers enough. The body's mostly okay, the head looks weird, the lips look weird. And I just need to put more complex feathering on this, because like the feather cover on this just looks too primitive, or too basal is the actual term. This thing was a dromaeosaur. They had complex feathers. They had like feathers that like what you'd see on a bird. A3 record. Yep. I think it's fine for trip. But yeah, it does look a bit painted. Yeah, this looks like the wrong kind of fluffy. We need to do better. Dinoceratops. The jaw of this thing looks really weird, but that is what it's jaw looks like. I probably should merge this a little bit for a bit of the skin. That line looks like the head just kind of landed from outer space. Velociraptor, beautiful. I don't want to touch this one. Maybe a bit of softening on the feathers, but yeah, no, this guy, wonderful. The arm, actually no, the complex feathers need work. They really do. And hello, 3D Wrecker. Did I say hello? I don't know. Volcanodon. Volcanodon's fine. Maybe arm over there needs to be more blended into the body a little bit, but apart from that, looks fine. And yeah, I got less wacky with the sauropods as we went along. Wendiceratops, I love this one. Again, this is better than Triceratops because yes, it's very colorful, but it looks less like paint was just slapped on it. And also, I just drew the size comparison with this one. It was very fun. Venator. Very nice. This was a... what was it? This was a Megalosaurid. This one is beautiful. This one I love. This one's very good. Closest thing in this collection so far to my boy, Torosaurus. But yeah, size-accurate Velociraptor indeed. And Xiaotingia, we were... Alright, so this is work in progress 1. This is work in progress 2. This is the final version. This is absolutely bloody gorgeous. It looks like those feathers look like a delicious mandarin. Yeah, no, this is one of my favorites, if only because this took like so long. Like no other dinosaur here took 3 streams to do. I love the patterning on a lot of them. Yay, thank you. Oh yay, this is your favorite too, Orange. Perfect. Jumanlong. Anxious little feathery boy. Like this, like towards the tail end of the alpha, you can tell I've worked out my process. Looking at this is a little bit hard to tell which leg is in front and which is in back, so I need to correct that with shading. Utaranus, wonderful feathery boy. Weirdly enough, like, yeah, this thing vibes like a grizzly bear for some reason. The head looks bigger because I put extra fluff on it, and this is where I finally was properly getting the hang of, like, that kind of, downy feather. Finally getting the hang of it. And Yi. Yi is our special boy. Looks a little bit woolly. But yeah, I need to put ears on all these bastards. Zanabazar. Again, like, I know I could do these primary feathers. I need more practice with these complex feathers. And finally, Zavacephale. Pachycephala. Zavacephale. Yeah, Zavacephale. This is our friend here. So yeah, no, we drew a crap ton of dinosaurs. We drew like over 50, I think? So yeah, now it's ready for Africa, and we're going to draw Sotiosaurus. Love the little raptor lads. They just seem to be cute. Alright, so... Unfortunately, I'm going to need to redo a lot of them to get them up to proper book standards, but, yeah. Yeah. So now we're going to do a Ready for Africa and draw Sotiosaurus. And we're going to do... What are we going to do? We're going to get an African background, because I am tired. As fun as it would be to put all those dinosaurs in one picture, that would take way too long, I think. Where is our friend? We're gonna go standard as hell for this. Where's my Africa background? Africa. Gonna go there. And we're just gonna draw Sotiosaurus with a boofers on him. Where's the boofers? Boofers. Also, I'm finally getting the hang of just clicking and dragging things onto GIMP instead of opening the thing and 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 the thing. Alright, we need sooty laser eyes. We simply do. Now, which sooty do we want to do, though? Do we want border art sooty? Do we want laser eye sooty? Let's figure it out. Channel misc. I'm just going to open up the emoji tab and you can see for yourself. Right. Chat. Size, let's go. What the? AI actions. Ew, piss off. View, let's go. Extra large icons. So let's sort by name. Alright, so which sooty do we want? Do we want 3D sooty, border wide, a canoe, thoughtful? Well, not thoughtful. It needs to be just a head. Lots of different emojis in here. Not that one. Sooty judge. There's Kelpie. We love her. Or else. Pilot Eye sooty. I think a lot of these emojis I should have stuck in the Twitch chat. Oh well. There's regular sooty, sooty alarmed, sooty astonished, sooty chef, various sooty chant. I forget who did this. Somebody drew fan art and it was very, very nice. Chocolate milk, sooty eyes burning. Sooty French, also known as sooty art. And sooty laser eyes is what I'm thinking. Also, definitely didn't steal Rawson's helmet. Sooty salt. What are people thinking? We all need the emojis. I think regular sooty would be best, or need be sooty French. Let's do sooty French. Let's do sooty French. Let's sort by date. And let's sort by... Let's do... Hold on. View, size. It's going to be large icons. And we'll go... Whoopsie daisy. We'll go back over here. Where's sooty French? Where's sooty French? Sooty artiste. We found him. There he is. So we're going to put you over there, sir. And then we are going to draw you a dinosaur body. It is going to be magnifique. Alright. Sooty Saurus body. Thankfully it is going to be very easy. It is going to be tremendously easy because it is literally just a black thing. Do we want more full body than this is the question. Hello? Oh. That explains everything. What the hell? What's happening down there? Oh, the size is too small. That's what's happening down there. Oh dear. What kind of... We also need to make this guy hairy, unfortunately. Alright, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this as well. You. I don't like what I'm doing here. Let's just gonna do this. Yay! Horrible spidery thing, ew! Is that a buffers in your head or just happen to see me? My bad, my bad. Talking about a different... What are people talking? Hey, buffers in your head. Sooty Frenchiful. You should spray paint over the roasting symbol. That would be funny. Okay, I have a challenge for the next Ready for Africa. Make the buffers a brush and only use that to paint. You're on! Don't let me forget, please. I think I have done one Ready for Africa where it's just raining buffers and it was quite fun. It was quite fun indeed. It was a good time. Whoopsie daisy. So, I'm going to merge you down there. This is only a little bit cursed, just a smidge. We need to make Sooty more central. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna do this. And we're going to have the buffers with the same expression, I think. Because that will be funny. Whoops. Right, so now... Exact same expression on the boofers. Wah! Help! Sora, help! Right, we need to outline that in black a little bit. Otherwise it's not going to look right. Oi! Oi! Oi, 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 oi. Oh, balls. Balls! Right. Face. Face is the place. Yes. This Bofers has seen some things. It's spreading. It's spreading. I don't know what it is, but it's spreading. Also, I just realized we need to give this... We need to give our friend here a paintbrush. Where is yon paintbrush? Hold on a minute. Wow, I don't have it in here. Hold on. Border art. Going to steal a paintbrush. Going to steal a paintbrush. This is going to be horribly inconsistent. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about why this hand is a hand and the other one is not. Also, what is going on with this hand? Oh! Didn't flip it. Wait. I did flip it. Wow, I actually did that hand wrong this whole time. Hold on. Yeah, I did. Bollocks. Bugger. Held like that, yeah. Well then. Awkward for me, isn't it? Okay. Oh well. Don't mind me, I just have the hand drawn wrong. In my art channel. Also, I need to just move all of this along a little bit. Alright, what are people? Sooty Bofers riding a sooty dino. Yeah. It's raining Bofers. Did we finally reach the point where we're actually ready for Africa? Never. Never. Do you think Borderwise would drive a BMW? Hell no. BW's Kingdom Hearts groovy impression. I need to hear more of it. I've never played Kingdom Hearts. He popped the ammo so it becomes a BW. My friend just quit a job at BMW. He gave absolutely no indication he would be leaving. Yeah, somehow I don't imagine that BMW would be a fun company to work for, because when your business model is selling overpriced cars, I just can't imagine that it would be, like, fun or good. I don't know. I'm tired. I need to lie down. And layer to bound image size. You know what? I also kind of want to draw the tail. I should have had drew. Oh well. I was about to say I should have drawn the tail holding the paintbrush, but I didn't. So there I was in the endless desert. Right. You know what? I am going to do this because it's distracting otherwise. There we go. Jeez, what have I done? So, a sooty Frenchosaurus a sauropod? I don't like being a sooty pod, yes. Will be a soul crusher working for John Deere. Behind the bridge. Yeah. A key indicator is the BW plant is flashing. Wait, what? Uprise guy's right. One of my mates has a 325. This does look kind of unnerving. It's it's the double face, and then you see that one hand is radically different from the other. It's like, oh no. Okay, let's do our ready for Africa. And down we go. One's ruled my dad at a 3. Hey, driver, let's see your drawings. Alright, we frickin' did it, lads. We did the thing. Save this as... What do we do? Sooty-saurus ready for Africa. Alright, let's recap. We have our starting super screen. We have our warm-up. We have Zavacephale. What was it? Zavacephale. I keep wanting to say Zara, but it's Zavacephale. I'm not a huge fan of those spots. I think I could do better. Oh well. And we have our ready for Africa. Wait a sec. I am a sleepy bear. Oh no. Alright. I'm seeing who's awake and streaming. And I think I know who to raid next. Hey, let's look at driver drawings. Driver drawings are fun. Anyone else draw stuff that you want us to see? Let's go over here and have a look-see. So, this is older stuff. Today, for driver, it will be the 7th today. So, just going to scroll gently through all this. Right here, work sketch plus new sketch. Driver, your cars, dude. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. Is that tire alright? It seems skew. Some sprites kept for a game called Switch Cars. Colors are so it can be repainted. Green is primary, red secondary, blue tertiary. You're making a game? Driver, are you making a video game? Because I will play it on the main channel for giggles, just to promote it. I'm on a stream buddies about the card. Bit much camber there, holy poop. Not my game, okay. Okay, it's a fun racing game. Neat! A few years old. Oh, it's already been released? Hold on, let me Google that. Switch Cars. Switch Cars on Steam. What is this? Please do not. Please do not. Oh, this is Switch Cars. Oh! Wait, so can you plug your own cars into this game? Interesting. What is this? It's only got 164 reviews. Shall we watch the trailer for this together? Yeah, it's really easy to mod, by the makers of Derail Valley. A few years old, 2021. Bro, I play From the Depths. That first went on Steam in 2014. That scared the crap out of me. Okay, enough of that. Enough of this silliness. And that also scared the crap out of me. Alright. I can upload a screenshot into the doc. Yes, let's watch the... Oh, right. Let's watch the trailer then. Oops. Reopen... Right, do not play without permission. Why cannot... What's happening? Oh... God, what's happening? What the hell is going on here? Oh, there we go. Jeez. Scaring the hell out of me. Alright, wait. Oh, jeez, not again. Turn that off. Go over here. Watch trailer for Switch cars, because why not? What is this? What the hell are those? Sentient corn cobs? What the hell is that? +8 years in development. Now with vehicle editor. Neat. Out of early access. Well, that's nice. Alright, we're gonna raid out to Arrow Rights, who is playing Darkwood, and I don't remember what Darkwood. Can we get a borderwise stream of this? No. I don't want to. It's too much. It's too much. Okay, maybe. Is it a roguelike? What the hell kind of game? I could have checked. Anyway, let's raid out to Arrow. Oh yeah, if we're watching this later on the YouTubes, please remember to subscribe. It is very helpful. And yeah, let's raid out to Arrow Rights. Raid Arrow Rights. Let's do that. Goodbye to Wise, I guess yes. Right, let's do that. It has the vibe of a roguelike for sure. It does not have permanent unlocks, which makes it a genuine roguelike then. Alright then, so technically... Nope, that's a roguelike. Roguelite has permanent progression, or at least that's what I... let's not get into that argument. Alright, we're raiding out now. Pure rogue. Alright, take care everyone, have fun. We drew dinosaurs. Farewell.